This is Barry Zalma speaking for Claim School Incorporated's blog, Zalma on Insurance. Today we're going to talk about why Chutzpah is not enough to prove a false arrest, and the fact that there is existence of probable cause will always defeat a false arrest suit. In this case, a video was used to throw out the cause of action brought by Donna Cooper seeking to obtain damages from a local detective and the chief financial officer of the state. Video footage is often useful because of its ability to provide an accurate depiction of events. Determining the underlying facts is made easier when the validity of the video is left unchallenged. In Donna Cooper versus Chief Financial Officer of Florida and Michael Warner, the United States Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit on December 5, 2024, dealt with Ms. Cooper's attempt to sue a police officer in the state of Florida for her arrest, claiming it was a false arrest. On November 17, 2015, Donna Cooper fell in the meat aisle at a Publix store. She completed a customer incident report before leaving the store, claiming to have slipped on chicken juice coming from underneath the meat coolers. Witnesses testified to seeing the chicken juice on the ground. About 4 years later, perhaps hoping all evidence was destroyed, on November 8, 2019, Ms. Cooper filed a civil complaint against Publix for negligence, alleging that she suffered bodily injury, pain and suffering, and other economic and non-economic damages from her fall. When deposed, Ms. Cooper testified under oath that she did not notice the liquid on the floor before falling and did not wipe her foot through the liquid. On October 15, 2020, Ms. Cooper made a demand to settle the action for $500,000. Ms. Cooper's fall was recorded by Publix surveillance cameras. After reviewing the surveillance footage, Publix investigators concluded that Ms. Cooper staged her fall and had prior knowledge of the liquid on the ground. It based this determination on the video showing Ms. Cooper suspiciously looking down at the floor, standing over a liquid, sliding her foot forwards and backwards through the liquid, looking around at other customers, and placing her right hand on the edge of the coolers before stepping forward as if to brace herself for the fall she was staging. The investigators submitted an affidavit of loss and claim presentation to the Florida Department of Financial Services with its findings and requested that the department's Bureau of Fraudulent Insurance conduct further investigation. Detective Michael Warner was assigned the investigation, and he arrested Ms. Cooper for the offenses without a warrant in May of 2021. A little over a month later, the state attorney dropped the charges by filing a, quote, no information, close quote. Ms. Cooper voluntarily dismissed her negligence action against Publix with prejudice on December 6, 2021. Later, she sued Jimmy Petronas in his official capacity as Chief Financial Officer of Florida, asserting a state tort claim for false arrest. She also sued Detective Warner in his individual capacity as an officer of the Florida Bureau of Insurance Fraud, asserting a claim for arresting her without probable cause. The defendants, of course, moved for summary judgment, which was granted by the district court. The United States District Court reasoned that the facts shown in the surveillance video recorded the entirety of the episode and was not disputed by Ms. Cooper when combined with her subsequent actions and statements sufficiently provided Detective Warner with probable cause to arrest her. Actual probable cause is an absolute bar to a false arrest claim under 42 U.S.C. Section 1983 and Florida law. Under this standard, the arrest must be objectively reasonable based on the totality of the circumstances. The video captured Ms. Cooper such that any reasonable, prudent person who watched Ms. Cooper's behavior in the video would conclude that there was probable cause to arrest her for fraud. Probable cause requires only a probability of criminal activity, not an actual showing of such activity. The 11th Circuit agreed with the District Court that Detective Warner had probable cause to arrest Ms. Cooper based on the undisputed record evidence. Whether Ms. Cooper actually saw the liquid prior to her fall is a question of fact, but the 11th Circuit was only determining whether there was probable cause for her arrest, and given the underlying facts, Detective Warner had probable cause to arrest Ms. Cooper for communications fraud and theft, and since probable cause completely bars a false arrest claim under both federal and Florida law, the District Court properly granted summary judgment in favor of the defendants. In my opinion, Ms. Cooper, after being proved a fraud in a civil suit, dismissed that suit and with unmitigated gall, true chutzpah, sued the state and the detective who arrested her for false arrest, even though she did not dispute the video showed that she faked the fall. Although the criminal action was dismissed by the state and she faced no jail or damages as a result of her fraud, with chutzpah she sued the state and the detective. Her case failed because of the video Publix maintained that established that the detective had probable cause to arrest her, and therefore her false arrest claim failed. This teaches every public company faced with a claim of slip and fall and injuries to keep their video forever, or at least until all statutes of limitation have gone by. Had Publix not kept the video, her claim and her fraud would have succeeded. This video was adapted from my blog, Zelma on Insurance, which is available free to anyone who clicks on the URL zelma.com/blog. You can subscribe to the blog, and if you do, you'll receive notice of every blog posting, usually 5, sometimes 6 a week, and you'll gain access to the more than 4,950 blog postings. You can also subscribe to these videos. They're free on YouTube or on rumble.com. And if you're interested in further detail about insurance, insurance claims, and insurance fraud and insurance law, please consider subscribing to my Substack publication. And please tell your friends and colleagues about this blog and the videos so that they too can subscribe. Thank you for your attention.